It's me just freestyling here. I'm still in the warehouse, although I'm going to be leaving very soon. I felt like I should just go ahead, go over some of the items that I've sold. I used to have these videos I make, just going over the items I've sold on a shop, but for a very, very long time, it wasn't possible because one thing leading to the other. We kind of left this, this video that we tend to make sometimes every Wednesday or every Mondays. But today, I'm just sitting down right here. I'm still kind of chilling out because I have done a lot of stuff, but I'm going to be leaving very soon. And I'm just going back trying to see where was the last time I talked about the item that sold. Man, it has been a very, very long time. I'm just scrolling down now through my sold listings, trying to remember. I remember the last video that we did make was, a complete PC. Like, yes, this sold for 709 euros. 94 cents. If I'm kind of remembering properly right now, I think I remember making this video, talking about that, the fact that, a complete PC sold not one, but two. I did also make a video about it, but after that, things pretty much took a different turn, changed my apartment, which I am still in the process of doing. I've been making a lot of videos, yes, give and take here and there. I kind of, stumble upon, making some kind of, videos to help you business-related content. But today, given that I'm sitting down here, I'm like, okay, I've done everything I have to do. I do not have, to, pack any items right now. Let me just sit here, kind of appreciate you guys, beautiful subscribers, people that click on my videos, making sure that these videos still get people watching them. Because sometimes when you make videos that no one watches, it's kind of very discouraging. Of course, I have told myself, even if no one watches, I will continue to make these videos. First of all, to document my processes for the future. You never can tell. Also to share with you guys, the behind the scenes of what it takes to flip pieces for profit, and as well give you a lot of value. Because when you watch these videos, then you can take a look, see if your processes are kind of similar to what I do. See how I pack items. Change your processes. If you see something that I cannot do very good that might also be of help to you, you might actually go ahead and just, implement them. Guys, without talking too much, we are going to go over the items that I've sold. This is since late October up to now. I'm just going to be reading off, SSD, 16 euros, a Lenovo ThinkPad, S1 Carbon, 117 euros. That actually was cancelled. I didn't know why, but we're going to go into all this when we come back making content again. Dell Optiplex 5040 sold for 385 euros. Since been delivered. The HP ProDesk 405 G6 sold for 229 euros 83 cents. And SSD 16 euros bought by a reseller friend of mine. He tends to buy my SSDs all the time. Shout out to you. You know who you are. In the Lenovo ThinkPad S1 Carbon sold for 111 euros 15 cents. SSD 14 euro 90 cents. A 500 gigabyte Western Digital sold for 15 euros. A Dell Optiplex 3050 complete PC sold for 695 euros. Successfully delivered. Buyer also did leave me a very good review. An NVIDIA Cordo M4000 graphic card, 84 euro 90. A Fujitsu Exprimo D556, 321 euros. A Dell Ultra Sharp display sold for 80 euros. RAM sticks for 29 euros 70. A Dell Optiplex 3020, 158 euros. And some change, 78 cents. A Beamer, which what you call a projector, sold for 92 euros. Buyer cancelled. I don't know why he cancelled. But then a HP EliteDesk 800 G4 sold for 338 euros. And a Dell Optiplex 174 euros. An iPad sold for 238 euros. Another HP Compact Elite 8300 small form factor PC sold for 240 euros. An SSD for 14 euro 90. A 130 gigabyte Samsung, SSD also sold for 15 euro 90. Cancelled transaction was a HP 120 watts power supply. Some pillow covers sold for 18 euros 58 cents. A headphone 14 euro 90. A Lenovo ThinkCentre M910Q PC sold for 87 euros. That was actually one PC that I just wanted to, let go of. This PC has been with me quite a long time. It wasn't really complete anymore, but I did go ahead to make pictures, telling whoever was going to buy it that, look, there were certain things that was missing. And optically, the PC wasn't in the best condition, but finally, it sold for 7 euros. That also confirms sometimes my theory that, look, when the price of the item that you are offering is very, very good, There are people that are going to come around and just buy it, even if the item is not in the best, optical condition. Of course, a Dell Optiplex 3020 also sold for 171 euros. The Lenovo ThinkCentre M700 for 369 euros. A complete PC for 179 euros 95 cents. Fujitsu Exprimo P758 for 147 euros, and a Lenovo ThinkCentre M710 PC sold for 285 euros. A dual band wireless LAN adapter sold for 9.89 euros, and a Lenovo ThinkCentre M700 for 340 euros and 1 cent. This is actually a repeat buyer. As much as I know, this person has actually bought 3 pieces of this particular PC from me, which confirms the fact that yes, buyer has always been satisfied, and each time he wants to buy a new one, always want to come to my shop. Lenovo ThinkCentre M700 for 213 euros, and Intel Core i5 8400 for 39 euros 97 cents, and a dual band Intel wireless LAN adapter sold again for 9.89 euros. A HP Z230 workstation sold for 326 euros, and a HP 900 watts power supply sold for 16.90 euros. Samsung 8 GB RAM 6 DDR4 sold for 18.95 euros, and a 128 GB Samsung SSD sold for 14.19. Also, a 500 GB, Western Digital, HDD sold for 16.19 euros. Guys, all these are transactions that were consummated on eBay. You see, if you are not selling on eBay right now, you are doing something wrong. The traffic is here. People are looking to buy responsible hardwares. And if only you do the work, going out, looking for the item that people want, and you do the work of bringing it to the platform, you're going to be glad you did. If it's going to do his work, if it's going to sell the item for you, you are ultimately going to make profit. Of course, you have to be seasoned before you can actually do this. You can also do it right from the back, just testing out things, making mistakes and learning. But if you say, hardware flipper, please take me by the hands, make me seasoned, teach me what to do, lay it on me the secret of selling used computers and making profit doing it, you want to go to the link in the description below. Book a one-on-one call with me. We can go ahead, discuss your typical situations, and if you are a perfect fit for this kind of business model, we can go ahead and begin to set things up. Of course, I am very, very busy. It's also possible that you click on the link. It doesn't work because if I get so busy, I kind of stop this, one-on-one session. Something I'm trying to do, try to see how I can also, give one-on-one coaching to those that say, Hardware Money, I really do think that I want to learn from you. I want to ask you specific questions. Of course, the opportunity is there for you to reach out to me one-on-one. We can talk about so many things outside the scope of a regular YouTube video. But then, if you are not selling on eBay or any other online marketplace, you are possibly doing something wrong. You are missing out from a trend that started years ago, but has become once again the new way of doing things. Not just enough for you to have a job or just to be like a house husband or a housewife. You have to be seen trying to create money, trying to take advantage of the opportunities that eBay or similar platforms offers us, which is somebody's looking for an item, say a phone, you have the opportunity to get this phone and you bring it to the platform. The platform in this case, be eBay in my own situation, connects me as a seller with the buyer. You guys tend to meet, you exchange money for products, and everybody is happy, everybody makes money. This is the current way, to do things. Until I see you again in the next one. Peace.